Hey, hello, Jack Tubbs from the J Team at Realty One in Surprise, Arizona, coming to you on this beautiful Tuesday here in the Valley. Hey, wanted to share with you some thoughts about new home builders and about their competence index. Their market index, I probably really should say, is that it's stayed steady, and we've actually seen it increase in some areas. And a lot of people are going to think, wow, that's really strange, because look at the price increases that builders have faced when they're building new homes. And just to give you an example of what it's been like, not just here in the Valley, but countrywide, that we find out that in May, it was almost $1,500 per 1,000 board feet to build a home. Now that's up almost 250% from April of last year, April of 2020, where lumber prices were approximately $350 per 1,000 board feet. So we're talking $1,250 of increase. I'm sorry, $1,150 of increase per board feet cost to build a home. And we've seen that reflected in a lot of homes, anywhere from about $18,000 to a little bit over $40,000 in an average new home build, depending on the size, the subdivision where it's located, etc. So wow, everybody thought that this was really going to slow down and stop new builds. And another thing that they were facing also is that finishing products like appliances, light fixtures, etc., their production had been slowed down due to COVID-19, and their availability was getting tighter and tighter. Now we're seeing that situation slowly correct itself as more people are going back to work, as things improve on the COVID-19 front. But we also have seen the National Association of Home Builders and the Wells Fargo New Home Building Index stay steady. Where we thought we were going to see the competence index for new home builders start to drop because they were going to see less homes being able to be built, and the costs continue to rise. And as they're passing those costs on to their buyers, we thought that was really going to slow them down. And I experienced just that. I had a couple that were thinking about downsizing, but they wanted to buy in a new build subdivision. And as they were looking, and we've been kind of working over the costs, what they're going to get out of their house, what it was going to cost for them to get their new build, some mortgage things that we want to talk about. They said, you know what, we're going to step back and wait a year, because when we started, from the time that they decided to step back, they had saw almost a $30,000 price increase just based on lumber alone, and then some of the amenities or the options that they wanted to build into the home had also increased in price from when we had first sat down with one of the salespeople at the subdivision, and they kind of started to get an idea of what house they wanted to build, where they wanted to build in the subdivision, all these different things. And they just finally said, whoa, prices are kind of getting out of control here for what we want to buy, even though we'll definitely experience a price increase in what we're going to sell our house for. It's still not going to quite match up to where we feel comfortable. So they just decided to put their plans on hold for a year. And this is what I thought was going to affect, and I think a lot of different brokers and even home builders kind of thought this was going to be the effect that was going to be felt across the country. But I'm here to tell you that things have not moved, even though some builders have to put their customers in a lottery where if their name is selected, they get to pick the model and the lot, and they are doing like anywhere from like 5 to maybe 10 homes a quarter. Due first off to cost, B, it was the availability of some of the finishing products, like as I said, like appliances. But we're starting to see that correct a little bit. So we're starting to see these lotteries, if some builders are still using them, they're extending how many homes they will make a quarter. But it was really thought that because of prices and being able to get things like appliances and light fixtures and all these other finishing elements of the build, we're really going to slow them down. And then we also face a historically low resale inventory. In other words, existing home inventory is so low. Here in the West Valley, it's 15 days of inventory that we have currently listed on the MLS. 15 days. The average across the country is like 28 days. And we used to, and not too long ago, even in good markets, had like a 30 to 45 day worth of inventory, sometimes almost 60 days worth of inventory. And that was still in a good, healthy market. So, the new home builders, they are definitely benefiting from the low inventory in the face of rising costs, and sometimes even the availability of things like appliances, light fixtures, other finishing products that they need to finish a new build. So just wanted to share that with you today, that even new home builds, even though we thought they were going to slow down a little bit, they continue to move forward. Maybe not at the speed they'd like, but they're definitely continuing to take up the slack where we see it in the already existing home inventory where it lacks. So just some news that I wanted to share with you. Hey, and if you have any questions about new builds, about what your already existing home could sell for, probate properties is one of the things that we specialize here at the J Team at Realty One. But we pretty much cover every aspect of real estate. If I or one of my team members can help you, please don't hesitate to call. You can dial me direct at 248-330-7972. That's 248-330-7972. Or you can email me, jack@thejteam.house, and that's JACK @THE, the letter J, the word team, .house. You can call the office or talk to any of my team members at 623-252-4061. That's 623-252-4061. Hey, this is Jack Tubbs from the J Team at Realty One at Surprise, Arizona, wishing you a fantastic day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more about what's going on in the Phoenix real estate market.